It's a live shot on a very hot Sunday summer afternoon from Sylvan Lake, Alberta, Canada. Hi, everyone. My name is Joe Whitbread. Welcome to Beyond the Bases with your Sylvan Lake Gulls, presented by the Market in Bentley. This is Gavin Roy. Gavin, congratulations. A hot one here in Canada.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Gavin's actually Canadian. We talk to a lot of Americans on this show, but I love that you're from Eastern Canada. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to go beyond the bases with life as a youngster and how you got to Sylvan Lake. But I do want to reflect on a 9-0 win here on home field. How did you see this one unfold?
I think it's just a good team win, complete win. I mean, we pitched great, played good defense, and we hit well, so good team win.
Yeah, so here's the highlights. Nothing really got going for the Edmonton Prospects. Obviously a very busy weekend. We're going to talk a little bit about the All-Star game and your appearance yesterday in Okotoks. But Matty Fung leading the game off with a triple. This guy never seems to cease to amaze us. Great leadoff man.
Yeah, great leadoff guy. He's always setting the tone for us, man. I mean, every time we need a little spark, he'll do it for us. So.
And there you are at the dish. You had a good night. I believe 4 hits tonight?
3, yeah.
Sorry, 3 hits. Crossed the plate a number of times as well. A good outing for you?
Yeah, I'm happy with it. Obviously our goal here is to play our best baseball down the stretch, so keep getting hotter and hotter.
Well, and hot is the name of the game. If you're watching this before, during, or after our live event, it's about 32 degrees in Canada. I'm not sure what that equates to with your teammates in the States, but it's a very, very hot day in Sylvan Lake. I noticed a lot of lineup changes today. Was any related to weather at all, or is it just play through it?
I don't think so. I think it's just, getting everybody in, and, that's the type of depth we have is to do that. So
yeah, talk about that a little bit. The depth on this team, this roster, obviously all-stars, pitchers, hitters like yourself, amazing infielders, outfield displays by Elijah last week. Lots of depth on this team.
Right. I mean, that's the thing is anybody who goes in, we can trust, and we have that we can do that. So it's nice to have for sure.
You had a pretty decent afternoon, hence the player of the game. Here's your work specifically. You were steering the ball well.
Yeah, I felt good up there. Like I said, just trying to build towards the end and play our best baseball when it matters most. Yeah.
And it does matter a lot. This pennant race far from done. Half games here that we really, really need. Your base paths, I thought high IQ on this team, but you seem to always have a little extra jump in your step. Hey?
I mean, that's something I take pride in. Running the bases hard, getting extra 90 feet anytime I can. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I noticed that. I honestly, from the start of the season, I thought one of the things I like about your game, besides your bat, besides that key second spot in the lineup, is your on-base IQ.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're very welcome. We want to talk a little bit about the All-Star game, but before we do, you're from Sudbury, Ontario. How'd you get to Sylvan Lake?
So I was playing baseball down in Kansas, and Chatty has a couple connections down in Kansas, and he just reached out via Twitter, text message, and we got it hooked up. I fell in love with the place right away. So
yeah, hard not to, and I'm sure your billets and your family watch. Anyone we should say hi to online?
Yeah, I think my mom, stepdad, dad, stepmom, I think they're all watching. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
That's awesome. And you had a really amazing weekend. Obviously a home game here, home game against the Berries, but this was a really neat moment. I got to hang out with you guys in Okotoks. There you are, the All-Stars. What was the All-Star experience like for you?
It was an awesome night, man. Like taking it all in. It was just a great experience, a lot of fun, meeting new people and spending time with the teammates. It's awesome.
Yeah, and then in mid-season too, it's always nice to sort of let the pennant race stop for just a moment. These are the people you play against all the time, but there's a lot of respect in this league for all the fellow players.
For sure.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it's pretty refreshing to see. I mean, you can have a civil conversation with all these guys, have a lot of fun with them, and then back at it the next day, we're enemies again. So it's cool to see.
It was really neat to see. There was some real fellowship and some camaraderie, and I love that because you guys are collegiate level athletes all through the States, all through Canada, and you got to see that at the All-Star.
Right, yeah.
And being there with your teammates, really neat. We're going to have Wyatt McKnight on as well.
Yeah.
Neat to have the coaching staff there.
Yeah, for sure. They've been great all year. The best coaching staff in the league. So,
He's going to say that. That's amazing. But Gavin, congratulations and best of luck on this run.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're very welcome. There you go. It's Gavin Roy, who had another incredible game, your Snap Fitness player of the game here in Sylvan Lake. It's another win, 9-0 at home. The next home game is July 24th. It's coming up this week, Wednesday night against the Brooks Bombers. By the way, if you can hear in the background, we're doing a live auction for the Gulls Give Foundation, a chance for this team to finally get a day off baseball, but we're not going to let you sit. This is Wyatt McKnight on the coaching staff and an all-star as well. Wyatt, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you bet. A big day for you and your team tomorrow as a coach. You got to get these guys up tomorrow, not for baseball, but a whole other sport that maybe some of them don't even play.
Yeah, tomorrow is always it's always a fun day doing the golf classic. Obviously, it's a good fundraiser for the Goals Give Foundation, and it's good for our guys to get a chance to interact with the community as well. So it's a fun day.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Great sponsorship in this community, fantastic season ticket holders and casual fans, and they all register to play with their favorite Sylvan Lake Gulls players and coaches. Congrats on an all-star appearance. I know it's not on the field as a player, but it must be neat to be one of the mentors of these young stars who get to play in front of an entire league and even international audience watching.
Yeah, it's always fun. That's my third time going down there, so I look forward to it. It's a good chance for obviously to put the guys on the spotlight, have them have some fun. Okotoks does a great job putting on the event. It's pretty big league, and the kids definitely, I feel like they definitely get that full all-star game experience down there.
I did, watching fireworks after the game on the field, but that was you behind the cage as Cooper Soselski was in the home run derby. Have you ever, I know you toss batting practice all the time, but were there any nerves to toss the home run derby pitches?
Not this year. I threw it 2 years ago to Caden Zeroni, and I was pretty nervous that time, but got to just put the nerves on the back burner and get the job done.
So
try
listen,
to find his barrel a little bit.
100%, and Coop did a great job. Last year, the Sylvan Lake Gulls won the home run derby. This year, not so lucky. The Saskatoon Berries come in first, and the Fort McMurray Giants, the home run derby champs this year. Tell us a little bit about down the stretch here. It is about baseball. We're having fun. It's summertime. The kids are running the bases. There's autographs to sign, but it is still business in that clubhouse, isn't it?
Absolutely. We're on a mission. I think we have the club to go very far in a deep playoff run. Obviously, we're going to be in a situation where, like everybody, have guys leaving for this and that. So try to manage that as best we can. But yeah, we're focused on the task at hand, and that's winning baseball games. So.
Absolutely, and it's hard to believe how quickly the end is coming. First 2 weeks of August will be the playoffs, and with any luck, we're there. Obviously, looks like a playoff spot, at least in round one, is locked up, and then it's on the way through the conference finals and that elusive final that the Gulls haven't been able to get to. This does feel like the team in the season. Without jinxing anything, it does feel like this team has really gelled at the right time, and they are consistent, and I think it's thanks to coaches like you. You're seeing what you like. Are we healthy at this point, or anything you're willing to tell us on that side?
Yeah, I think we're in a good spot. I think the guys mesh, and like you said, mesh really well in the clubhouse, on the field. It's just a really good group, and they want to win too. So I think that's one thing that you can find in summer ball is it sometimes becomes more about the reps and just playing and whatever, and not as much about winning, but these guys want to win, and that's what it takes.
You can feel it even on hot days like this. This is Wyatt McKnight, an all-star coach with your Sylvan Lake Gulls, and behind another Gulls win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Beyond the Bases is brought to you by the Market in Bentley. It was another hot afternoon with Jared Waldo, Sully the Gully. I can't even imagine how hot Sully was. The Bird's always doing his best. The Dirty Bird appeared early with Matty Fung in a leadoff triple. The fans came out in droves, but then they had to tuck themselves away in the shade. The kids were running for baseballs. The fans were having a blast. The guys had a very busy weekend, and we even had another Bowden run the Snapman race, this pitcher's brother, which is always a fun family affair. A few family members made the trip up to Canada this weekend, including Matty Fung's dad. Nice to see him and other family as we put the final touches with Kai Rempel coming in to close this game. It was a done deal early, 9-0 as we celebrate on the mound with Wyatt McKnight, with Gavin Roy, and with your Sylvan Lake Gulls. The next one's coming up after a bit of a golf tournament break to raise some money for the community. And we'll see you on the next installment of this amazing show with your Sylvan Lake Gulls.